Yo, what's up? What's up? This is another episode of Straight Talk No Chaser. I am your host, Gregory, aka Lee Moves, accompanied by my boy.
Live from the 5280, Mr. Alvarado from Colorado. What's up, everybody?
You really 5280. You talking about the temps about to be in the 50s, 52.
50. Yeah, bro. It's dope. I'm okay
Imagine.
with it. I'm okay with it.
The world is ending. I just want you to know this.
Hey,
It is December. It is about to be 50 something degrees in Colorado.
yep. Yep. And next month will be -8. So, hey, take it while you can get it.
I will be in
If
the
you know,
home.
you know in Colorado. That's all I can say. If you
I
know,
will
you
be
know.
in the house. I miss Carolinas, man. Carolinas would be 20 degrees in the morning. Afternoon it'd be 75. He's like, wait a wasn't it just winter this morning? 75 degrees in the
Hey, but
afternoon.
that's humidity though, right? I mean, we're talking really extremely cold and really hot, right?
No, yeah, it gets extremely cold and real hot. And there's some humidity there. It is. It is.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But
Yep.
another day, another dollar, or another penny, depending how you living. Depending how you living.
Trying to make a dollar out of 15 cents.
Yep. And
Once
15
again, if you
cents
know, you
short.
know. If you know, you
15
know.
cents short. Oh man. So what we got today? What's on the agenda? What topic is pondering in your brain right now?
Bro, I texted you yesterday and I was this one hit me. Bigger than you.
Yep.
Bigger than you. And I take this in a lot of different angles. And I want to get your thoughts. But when you say bigger than you, that can mean a lot of things.
Yeah.
A
It
ton of
could.
different things,
It could mean a
right?
bunch of different things. Yeah.
But why is that such a bad thing? Right? And here's what I mean by that. Bigger than you, meaning someone's more famous than you, somebody has more followers than you,
Mm-hmm.
somebody is making more money than you, all of these different things, right? But when I dummy this down a little bit, man,
Mm-hmm.
what about if life is just bigger than you?
I mean, it is.
But the thing is, man, is it's such a stigma when I think about it because no one likes to put it to you like this, man. Let me get real for a minute. For anybody that has previous relationships,
Yep.
what's the one thing you always ask? Was he bigger than me?
Yeah.
Shut up.
I was about to say, is it mine? But
Shut
yeah,
up,
that too.
bro. Straight up though. I mean, I'm just saying, and I'm just the only reason why I'm calling this out is because I used to be that guy. Now I
You used to ask if he was bigger
bro, no, I
than.
mean, not those exact words, right? Not me personally, but what I'm saying is that you just start tripping a little bit.
Yeah.
You start tripping in your own mind, you start tripping. I
Yeah.
mean, dudes are like that. It's just what it is.
I
But
don't. Yeah. I mean,
that's
I
not the
get you.
only that's
I
not
get
the
what you're
only
saying.
thing, bro, but I'm just saying that let's start there.
I don't want to start there. I don't want to start there. I have never asked any of my, even when I was a kid, if he was bigger than me. Want to know why? Because I didn't care, John. I didn't
No,
care. I didn't
it's
care.
not it's
And
not
I,
that you don't care, bro. It's just it's one of those things, man, where you want to be the best at whatever you're doing.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Even when you're young, you want to hit the most
I
home
am a New,
runs.
I am a New Yorker, John. I think the Knicks are going to win every single year, even though I know we're not. Like, I
Yes,
don't.
this is me fist bumping on the YouTube. What's up?
I don't care. Like, I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean. Life is definitely bigger than everybody. No one is bigger than life. If you are with or were with someone and or were cheated on or whatever you want to call it, and you ask, was the guy bigger than you? Then it's some self-confidence issues. There's some self-con.
Yes.
I mean, growing up, I self-confidence was not the way it is now because the world was a lot different. The first girl I asked out, she told me I was too dark for her. So it
Wow.
wasn't about size for me. It
Damn.
was just about being black. I was too dark. You're too dark for me. Like, oh, okay. See you in lunch. Like it was one of it was one of those. Like it was bigger problems than because now it had me thinking like, is something wrong with my skin complexion? Like this is
Yeah.
certain things that I had to go through as a child, but it wasn't someone being bigger. It was the better. It was the better version. The better version. Like, oh, why is he better than me? Because I
Yeah,
mean,
bro. My pops used to always tell me, man, when I was young, he said, there's always somebody better than you.
there is,
Meaning, dude, athletic wise,
there is,
height wise, weight wise,
there
somebody can
is.
lift more weights than you. And the
It's
truth is,
true.
man, if you get that early, you operate at a different level.
Well, there's always
Mindset's
something.
different.
There's always something bigger than your problems.
Yes. Yes.
There's
Open that one up.
There
Open that
is.
up.
So bigger than you in that aspect makes total sense. I mean,
Yeah.
there's always something bigger than your problems. We
Yes.
focus on something so minute when there is a grander issue at hand. So, if we look outside ourselves, we'll see that our problems aren't that big at all because there's someone out there that has even bigger problems than we'd have, and
Yep.
there's someone honestly
Yep.
wishing they had our problems to get away from their problems. So,
Yep.
bigger than you is a great topic. It's a great
Yeah.
topic because we tend to focus on something so small, and the world is so much bigger
Mm.
than our problems. So if we
Yeah.
if we just focused on, helping our fellow man or woman or whatever you want to call yourself, they, he, then, whatever, yeah, your acronym is, it'll be a much better place. But we always have to divide ourselves. We always have to divide ourselves. He can't be better than me, John. Why he get with her? How he get with my girl?
Yeah. Yes.
I get see. I get what you're
Yes.
saying. I get it. I get it. But I don't. I never thought that way. I know people who do. I know people who do.
Yeah.
And
But I think that's a victim mentality though too, because here's the deal. When you just think you're the only one going through it,
mhm.
now you've turned all the attention back on you. Now it's just your problem. You're the only one in the world that this has ever happened to. And I'm here to tell you, you're not,
Nope.
right? And when you start turning it outward, start realizing that instead of having that victim mindset of I'm the only one you don't understand, no, no, no. There's people that do. And there's people
Hmm.
that probably are living it every day a lot worse than you. And there's people that are living a lot better than you.
Hmm.
So you are where you are because of the choices and decisions that you made. And life's not always fair. And we always get thrown curveballs
True.
and BS and crap that we have to filter. But when you realize you're not the only one, that's when life becomes bigger than you.
True. True. I mean, 100%. And just to go back to what you were saying, if you broke up with your girl, fellas, and or you see her with the next man, and you ask, tell me the truth. Like, be honest with me. Who's bigger? You see how John's laughing? Because how do you say that shit with a straight face? How do you gather up the courage? How do you grab?
And you think
how,
she's going to tell you the truth? You think she's going to actually tell you the truth?
how do you
She's not.
gather up that type of must to just look at her dead in her face with a straight face and be like, "Tell me the truth. Who's bigger?" Like, come on,
Bro, I'm
bro.
sorry. I had to kick it off with that, bro, but I will tell you that's not what I was thinking about this topic, but I had to throw that one at least in there.
Yeah, he may got a better car than me. He may have a better job, but tell me right now, you be honest. Who, who's
Take
bigger?
that one away, man.
Who's
Just take
bigger?
that one away.
No, but that right there is a security issue. Because why does it matter?
Yeah, why does it matter?
Why does it matter? Which goes back to what we were saying. Why does it matter? Why do your problems become your problems? Why
Yep,
does it matter if he
yep,
is or if he isn't?
yep.
Why does your problem ruin the entire day? Why does your problem ruin somebody else's day?
Mm-hmm.
Why does your problem make you think that the life is so hard? Why? Life is
Yeah,
so simple. Life is so simple.
life
Life
is
is
simple.
life is
It's
so
not
simple.
easy. It's not
No,
easy, but it's simple.
it's not
It's
easy.
simple.
It's not easy, but it's simple. So
And
why
we,
does
yeah.
it matter? Why does it matter?
Ah,
If he is bigger than you, then guess what? It's not easy for her. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I'm sorry in advance. It's not easy, but it's but it's
book is
simple.
closed.
But it's simple. If you're going through some type of issue in life, it's it's not that big of a deal. We tend to exaggerate and overthink a lot when there is a simple solution for everything. I'm more black and white, not talking about race. I'm more black and white when it comes to situations. I have no room for gray. Um, so your issues are not the end all be all. Just because you're upset doesn't mean you have to take it out on me. Your
Yep.
problems are not bigger than our friendship. Your problems are not bigger than your marriage. Your problems are not bigger than your professional work. Your problems are not bigger than you. You are bigger
No.
than your problems. But when
Yep.
you blow up your problems and turn what is it called? Turn an ant turn a to the anthill into a what? Turn a mole into an
It's a
anthill. What is it?
it's a molehill to what is it? Mole to a mountain or something like that. So I don't
To
know, something
look,
like that.
shit
But I know
makes
what you're
no
saying.
sense,
No,
right?
it doesn't.
Right. But when you turn an inch into a mile, it's you complicate life. It's not that difficult, man. It's not that
Bro,
difficult.
and when you start living in that space, it's pretty dope. What I will say this on that same token is you can make your problem much bigger too, right? It can
Absolutely.
be a very, very simple. Not, and I don't want to, again, this is the thing, man. I don't know everybody's problems. I know my problems, but what I'm saying is that when I look at those a little differently than it's the worst thing ever. It's gonna make everything the worst. It's gonna be the worst. And bro, I've had those mental battles, but I've
Hmm.
had to sift through them, and I think that's part of it, right? Is actually getting through those times because, bro, they'll eat you up. That stuff will eat you up, man, if you let it.
Like
Those mental, just the way things go sometimes, man, it can jack you up. Let me just say that.
let me like I just saw some news yesterday that messed me up. One of the best receivers in the NFL, hands down.
Oh,
One of the best receivers in the NFL, hands down, one of the best.
yes, yes, agreed.
To to the point where he is a terminology when you catch the ball over somebody, you say
Yep,
his name.
you sure do.
You say his name.
Hmm.
All the lights, the glitz, the glam, the fortune, the mishaps, the drama, all the things he's been through in life never prepared him what he's going through right now.
Right,
Randy
right.
Moss has cancer.
Yes, yes.
Wow. Wow.
Do you see how, but do you see, bro, how all of a sudden everything just shifted?
right,
Now, and all
because
of a sudden it doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter. Nothing, all the you've been through before is not bigger than what you're going through now.
No, no.
And that's in every aspect. I mean,
Damn,
and
I'm glad you called that out. I'm glad
no,
you
I
called
mean,
that out, bro.
shout out to Randy Moss, man.
Yes.
If you catch a ball over somebody, you got mossed. You got
You got
mossed.
mossed. You sure did. That was all
That,
over ESPN for years.
and I see the news, and I'm like, dang,
Mm.
man, dang, like because it is always something. There's always something. There's always going to be an issue. Mister, I got 99 problems, but a chick ain't one. Look at him. He's in the news right now with a
Yeah.
hundred problems.
Hmm. Yep.
With a hundred. There's
Yep.
always going to be something, but it depends on how you handle it, how you view it, and how you go through it, or how you grow through it, as we should say.
Damn.
There's always going to be
Damn.
something. You've never said that before in your life. It's been a cool, calm, collective day, and boom, you be like, it's always something, man. It's always yes, it's life. It's always something.
Yes.
Life is so difficult. Life is so hard. Please, what are you comparing it to?
Compared to what? You're right.
What are you
Compared to
comparing
what?
life to? There's no comparison when you compare life
Yep.
to something. So is something is always going to be bigger than your problems. You've made it through the issue before, whether it was domestic, whether it was mental, whether it was financial, whether it was
Mm,
just self-motivation or self-sabotaging. You've made it through each and every time. The only time you
yeah,
don't make it through is when you give up and you give in. Then you don't make it through. There's
it's true.
always something bigger than your problem.
Bigger than your problems, bro. And I think that once you realize, and you said this earlier, helping your fellow man, one thing that I'll say about that is when you serve, when you make it your purpose to serve,
Hmm.
that now takes it off of you. That now, your life is now bigger than you,
Yeah.
meaning you're humbled,
Yeah.
which I think we have, bro, we have to do that every day. I'm
Uh-huh.
sorry, because this is the thing, bro. You know on a day-to-day basis that you either get really good news,
Hmm.
you get a good compliment, you did a
Hmm.
good job, you kicked ass, you checked off all the boxes,
Hmm.
you feel good when you go to bed, right? Man, that was a good day. I helped some people. I got, like in my case, I'm a trainer, so you know what? I got some good compliments. Things are good. Then the
Hmm.
next day, you get crushed. You get bad reviews. You get the bad news. You get whatever it is. Not such a good day, but you know what? We're good. We'll get it together tomorrow. We'll continue to do what we
Absolutely.
can do. You know what? You can
Absolutely.
always reset your mind. You can always go that way. And remember, it's a humbling thing on both sides. Don't get too high, don't get too low. Stay right there in the middle.
100%. 100%. Stay a student to the game. Stay focused. Stay, like you said, if 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 you let your life situations stop you or hinder you from becoming what you're supposed to be, then you're doing this life thing all wrong, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
And you're hanging around the wrong people because they're not guiding you the right way to let you know that, hey, you're doing this so wrong. Like you
Mm,
need somebody to tap you on the shoulder to be like, hey, Lonnie, hey, look, man, hey, John, hey, look, bro. I know what you're going through, and
yeah.
you're doing this so wrong. It's not that serious. What, I've been through what you're going through. I've been through it because believe it or not, there's somebody out there who's actually been through what you're going through or going through what you're going through at the exact same time.
You got it.
It's
You
not
got
just
it.
you. You're not by yourself.
Hmm.
You're not by yourself. Your problems are not the end all be all. Unless it's a life-threatening issue and it can't be reversed, then you take each day with a grain of salt and you continue to make moments and memories.
Ooh.
You continue to
Mm.
make moments and memories. But when you have a problem and you turn your problem into an everyday problem, then it's a bigger problem
Yep.
that you're not addressing. It's a bigger problem that you're not addressing. If there's something that's in your way and you focus on that something that's in your way, how are you going to see how to get around that issue or how to get over that issue if you're just focused on the issue? Like I have a guy, and I'm not gonna say his name, and like I have a guy that's uh we'll say he's not focused. We'll say he's not focused. I'll keep it clean. He's not
Okay.
focused because he was put on a write-up. And if he doesn't hit a certain amount of numbers, a certain amount of yeah, if he doesn't hit a certain amount of numbers, he gets another write-up that could lead him to termination. He's calling me, he's messaging me focused on that he's on a write-up and that he could possibly be terminated. Why are you focusing on
Yes, I was just gonna say
that? Why are you focusing on that?
all the energy he took to write you the message
Right.
would have been
Why
turned that way.
why are you
Other way.
focusing on that? Why are you focused on that? Yes, you know what needs to be done. So why not focus on what needs to be done? Why focus on the termination in the write-up? Because you are what you think. Your work flows where your brain goes.
Damn, there it is. There it is.
I just made that up just now.
Hey,
Your work flows where your brain goes. So if you're thinking about being terminated, if you're thinking about your write-up and I gotta hit these numbers, guess what? Your work's gonna fall by the wayside and you're gonna miss out on all this money because you're focused on the one thing that could stop you from making your money.
And bro, I'm okay with the reaction, right? You know, we're all human beings. It's still going to make you mad. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have that emotion, but
Right?
you shouldn't stay there,
That's what
right?
I'm
All
saying.
all of that. I mean, and if you want to vent, hey, if I'm mad and I need to call you on, hey, bro, let me just vent for a
Yeah.
quick 10 minutes. Cool. But then, people in my circle are going to go, but what's next? But now what? What are we going to do now? Okay, you got it out of your system. What's
Hmm.
next? And that to me is a true friend because that they want you to keep moving. They
Yeah.
want you to move and they're not going to tell you what to do. That's not what we're here for. We're not here to tell you what to do, but what we're here to do is go, all right, feel better? All right, what's next?
Right.
What are we going to do to get around this now? All you got to
Right.
do most of the time is when it's closing in on you, all you got to do is just stretch your arms out, move it out of the way.
Another
But most of
example.
us are too busy right here. We can't see that.
Another example. Don't know this man from a hole in the wall. You seen it probably. The guy that drove his damn car through the dealership because they wouldn't
Yes.
take it back.
Yes.
Now what?
Now what?
Now what? They wouldn't take it back. Life wasn't going your way. You were fed up at the way life was going, and you had enough. The dealership wouldn't take the car back after all the promises they gave you, after all the promises they made you. The car is not the way you wanted it, and they don't want to take it back. So you drive it through the dealership. Now what?
Now what?
What is they got the car back. You accomplished that. Now think
But
about the domino effect. You don't just get to go home. You don't get to take an Uber or a Lyft to go home. No, my friend, they're gonna call the cops. Now you got
right.
to go to jail. Now you got to get processed. Now there's
Hmm.
gonna be charges pressed against you
Yep. And
because
unfortunately, bro, you don't learn that. Well, I shouldn't even say it. There. It's not really an age thing, but it's just more of a, I know when I operated in my 20s, maybe I didn't think like that. I was just
no,
thinking for the moment,
it's emotional.
but it's emotion.
We did a
Yeah.
podcast on it. You gotta take the emotion out of things.
Yeah.
If you learn to take the emotion out of your problems and take step outside yourself and really see what the root issue is,
Yes.
you can fix it.
And it's just that moment that you do that, bro. It's no different than the relationship you have with money, the relationship you have with, people around you, your coworkers, family, all of that, bro, is emotion, and it's usually the best soap opera maker ever, which is your mind. Your mind puts in there what exactly it thinks of this person, what's going to happen if you do this. You figure the mind, bro, wants to keep you safe.
You know
So
what?
what's it going to do? Is it's going to go, nah, uh, I don't think this is going to happen. We're not going to do this anymore. I don't think we should do that. And guess what? You're going to believe it. And then you're just gonna, in the case of this guy who drove through the dealership, he's like, all right, well, I'm gonna show them because my
Had
mind told
enough.
me I
Yep.
have had enough, and I'm gonna go gangster up, car through the one.
Hard to the dealership.
Oh, bro.
And then you got to get out and slam the door like you did something. I told you you wanted these. You gonna get it back. You not. That's not tough, man.
Okay.
That's dumb. I'm sitting here watching the video like
Yeah.
you moron.
Yes.
And even if you are going through something, that's stupid. You slashed his tires, you busted out his windows, you keyed up his car. Men don't do this. You keyed
Right.
up his car. You following her, see who she's dating. It's not that
Not
serious.
that serious. You can get another girl. It's okay, guys. Come on.
Now you ruined this man's property. Like what is your problems are not that big.
Right.
It's not that
Right.
big. We make bigger
Take a step back.
we make big issues and big drama out of nothing. Like majority of men die over women
That's true.
besides cancer.
That's true.
Majority of men is so many women in the world. But you want to key up my car. Like it's not that serious, man.
I just wish, bro, more people would just humble themselves. You know what I'm saying? And it does take those experiences, like you say. The Randy Moss story is one of those ones, man, where you no longer have control, which is crazy, right? And until you get there, you think you're invincible, and you think you just have the world by the balls, and you don't. You
Right?
don't. That's when what we're talking about here is just don't let it be bigger than you.
Don't let it be bigger than you.
Not worth it.
My mother has slight dementia, but she's noticing all her friends are dying.
Wow.
What do you think she's focused on? Like her mind issue to her is not bigger than losing all of her friends every single day.
Yeah. Wow.
So now she's focused on without letting us know if she's going to be here the next day. When is her
That's
time
powerful.
coming? Like, make it make sense.
Yeah.
Your problems are not bigger than than other people's problems. Your problems are not as big as you think. They may be big to you because they're your problems. So they're like humongous.
Hmm.
But to somebody else, it's not that bad.
That's true.
It's not that
That's
bad.
true.
This somebody's this, like I said this like I think a year ago, a while back. There's somebody out there wishing they had your problem.
There you go. There you go.
They wish they had your bill to pay.
Hmm.
They wish they had your job to complain about.
Hmm.
They wish they had your disruptive family drama so they could know what having a family feels like. There's somebody always out there wishing they had your problems because your problems aren't as big as you think they are.
And what's crazy is most likely last year you were praying for the problems you have now.
Absolutely. They talk about that shit. That's gold. That's gold. Be careful what you ask for.
Yeah, because you get it, and then all of a sudden you're
That-
here and you're going, "Oh, damn!
Now it's a problem.
Now it's a problem." Well, this is what you wanted. You asked for this.
You asked for a genius.
The universe delivered. Now what?
It
You're
just
just
didn't
gonna go
deliver the
away?
way it didn't deliver the way you wanted it to come. It's here though,
Remember, bro, it's all pre-programmed up here.
fresh
The
out
second
the
you tell
oven.
somebody anything, they instantly have a programmed response for you.
100%. I am not the type of person that you should come to for advice if you want me to agree with you or if you want me to have
Mhm.
some sort of oh, I that's not in my body.
Right.
I don't have that bone. I'm like, damn, oh man. And then tell you what you need to hear.
Once again, New York at its finest, bro. I deal with the New York the New York folk every day, man.
Oh,
They're fire. I
like,
love them,
oh, John, man, really?
dude.
Man, that sounds dumb, by the way, bro.
But I'm
But
telling you, because I've been around them more, because I've been around, the East Coast more, I'm like, it's weird when somebody's like, "Oh, well, I'm calling off because," and I'm like, I didn't really ask for that. Thank you
yeah,
for calling in sick, but I got stuff to do. I don't got time to listen to why you're calling in. We got to go.
yeah.
Things got to
We're
happen.
we may not be friendly, but we're nice people. We may
Just don't.
not be
Hey,
friendly, but we're nice.
don't go visit the Rockefeller tree though, because you're in my way when you're trying to take pictures.
Dude, my wife saw a glimpse of that. He's walking through the mall. I'm straight. I walk straight. I don't sidestep. I'm squared up, walking straight. If you bump into me, that's your fault. If
Oh.
you've ever walked through the city or live in the city or been in the city, I walk square. I don't sidestep. Oops, excuse me. Nope, I'm walking just like this. And if you bump into me, I guarantee you this shoulder will not move. And you be like, damn, bro, that's your
Did you just
fault.
shoulder check me?
Not my problem.
Move on. Move on. And unlike Lonnie's shoulders being big, life is not that big. It's not that serious. It's okay.
It's not that serious. Your problems are not bigger than somebody else's problems. Yes, they're your problems, so you're gonna hold them up on a billboard and make them larger than what they are. But what I want you to do is take a blank piece of paper, get a marker or a black pen, and just make a small dot boop, on that blank piece of white paper. Has to be white paper. It doesn't have to be white paper. It could be white, blue, whatever color paper.
Okay.
Black marker. Put a dot in the middle, and then look at it. That small dot on that blank sheet of paper is your problem. If you look at the piece of paper, there is far more white, blue, red, green, whatever color
Good.
paper you use. than that dot that you placed on that paper.
So good, bro. And that puts it in perspective. If you're a visual learner, that's the way you learn about. I mean, if these words mean nothing and it's just two guys, coming at you, look, put that in perspective. If you're a visual learner, it's the best way to do it, bro.
And
Hey,
if
I'll cheers to that, man.
yeah,
Straight up.
I don't have, but I bought a bottle. It was a good year. Uh, if you are into the hydrogen water or whatever water and you about to judge my water, you can go F yourself. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
I don't care. Cheers, bro. Another
Man,
successful episode, man. And to not
absolutely.
making our problems bigger than what they need to be.
Exactly. Glass half full.
Uh,
Man, that's good.
so to land this plane at this age, I live the way 50 Cent says. I never want a problem. I'm a nice guy. I never want a problem at all.
Right?
But if you have a problem, then I'm like, no problem. I never want a problem. You should never want a problem. But when there is a problem, you should be ready to handle it heads on and say, no problem. Because
Yep.
understand there's always something that's going to happen in your life. But you've made it out of each and every situation. And if you haven't yet, you're going to. It's coming. Not the way you want it to happen. It's going to happen the way it needs to happen. But you made it this far and you've been through tougher things. So don't make your problems bigger than what they need to be.
That's it. We didn't come this far to come this far.
Kim Kardashian, I didn't come this far to come this far.
Well, I don't know if she's the originator of that quote, but I'll just I'll go with it.
And fellas, stop asking your ladies if he's bigger than you,
Cut that, fellas. It's all right.
please.
Hey, you got what you got. Just use what you use. You know what I'm
And
saying?
you don't got what you got because you didn't use what you used. It goes both ways. And on that note, this has been another successful episode of Straight Talk, No Chaser. I'm your host, L. Gregory, accompanied by my boy.
It is the mile high guy, Mr. 5280, John Alvarado. I can't. I'm done, bro. That's it. That's a wrap.
Until next time, man. Hey.